Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. And our game tonight featuring the Washington Bullets as they go up against the Chicago Bulls. I'm Kevin Harlan with Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg. On the sideline, David Aldridge. This matchup should be a tough-nosed affair, Clark. You and I know that. Two exceptional defensive teams facing off before us.
Kevin, that means this is going to be a grinder. Both of these teams take a ton of pride in being physical defensively. I wouldn't expect this to be a high-scoring affair at all.
King, that's good.
You know King is looking for that high-percentage shot, and he'll work hard to make sure he gets it.
Here's Cartwright. Rebound, Washington. To the paint. Here's Grant. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, that's an easy, effortless make right at the rim.
Yeah, you know this. You usually get only looks like this in the layup line. The defense has to make it harder on him right there.
Well, they count on big-time production from him at the offensive end.
And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. You got for us, DA?
Wes Unseld and I got a chance to talk for a little bit. As you would expect, Michael Jordan is at the top of the scouting report. Coach told me no one can stop Jordan, but it's our job to try and slow him down. We have to try and prevent him from getting the ball in the sweet spots and make him exert energy every trip down the floor. Back to you, guys.
Thank you, David. For Washington, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for them to start off this game. And the shot goes in.
Just owning that painted area. I guess the motto is do it till they stop it.
Here's Pippen. Last game he had 10 points. For 3, Paxson. Adams, a nice D.
Really excellent defense there. They know he's capable of knocking it down from outside, and they could not have played him any better.
You know, their offense has looked a little more tied together, more cohesive when compared to the opposition, which is why they're shooting a better percentage.
Yeah, and give the coaching staff credit for how they are guiding this team, getting the guys to run their plays.
Here's Pippen. It's an 8-point differential. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That is his first foul of the game.
And you can see he was set right there in good legal guarding position. That's a nice job.
And his teammates appreciate him sacrificing his body. Just a gritty defensive play.
Now here's Adams. We saw him with 10 points last game. Count it. Good.
From the opening whistle, their tempo has been the tempo of the game.
Not just on offense, but on D as well. They've completely set the tone for this game.
Here's Adams. We've got 1:23 left to play in the first. Chalk up 2 there. Ellison's got his second bucket of the night.
Boy, they didn't waste any time, did they? They got going right away.
They obviously had a plan coming in, and they put it to good use.
Now, here is Jordan. This game he had 13.
Such a physical player. Jordan seems to embrace getting contact on the way up.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for Washington?
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
And, you know, another thing that's been working for them tonight, scoring off turnovers, points off miscues. They've been converting any mistakes at the other end.
Now, here's Grant. Pass to Ellison. Shot clock at 5. They set the screen. Here's Heckel. And so it looks like Washington will retain possession here. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Heckel. Stewart with the screen on Jordan. Stewart finds Turner. Clock at 6. Chicago grabs the miss. Now Paxson. Hasn't made one yet. Right side, Pippen. Over Williams. What a play! Simply trains it in at the buzzer.
Saw that time on the clock and let that shot fly perfectly.
And that is how you end the quarter. Gets it to go, and they are elated at the break.
And so it's Washington, bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. We'll take a quick break and then back to the... And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Hey, when guys make plays for each other, the game is real simple and easy. The offense becomes more dynamic and versatile.
The ball movement led to defensive breakdowns a number of times.
First trip to the line for him here. Free throw good from Pippen. Well, Mike, we're still early in this season, obviously, and lots of games left. What things are important during this particular part of the year?
I think a goal for every coach is find out your best closing five. Figuring out who you want out there when it matters the most.
And does it take a whole season to get that done, you think, to you really have that firm in your mind as a coach?
Sometimes you lose a key player for a significant amount of time, so when he returns, is he ready to fit right back in with the other four players?
Checked in for Hammond. Back to King. Fires from 18. Bill Perdue grabs the miss. Here's Pippen. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
What determination from Pippen. Just taking the hit like a champ and still finishing the shot.
Pippen against King. And he drops it in from the low post. King's got his first basket.
With no one getting in his way, he goes for the easy money. Excellent play.
Here's Jordan. Washington with the rebound. They've held a 12-point lead early. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
In their last game, they were extremely sharp, putting together a total effort.
The defense was there. The offense was there. Just a great performance.
It's good, and the Washington lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Scottie Pippen. And so the timeout by Wes Unseld here. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. To the left side wing. King. And that one's on target from the wing. King's got 6.
At home in the mid-range. We normally see King fire from that area and closer.
Up again. Here's Perdue. And slam dunk by Perdue.
And what a time to have that throwdown.
Clark's second chance point. So big and close game.
Always a factor.
And that will fire this team up.
Adams taking his time here. Back to King. Way on the clock. Shoots the 3. Scottie Pippen grabs the miss. Bulls trail by 3. Jordan kicks to Armstrong. And he hits it to tie the game up. Armstrong's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And Adams has got the ball here for Washington. They'll host the Denver Nuggets after this one. And that'll be the middle game of their 5 and their longest homestand of the year. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Jordan against Wingate. Wing shot on the way. Again, Chicago.
Smooth as silk. MJ with one of the best pull-up jumpers you'll ever see.
Adams, the pass to Grant. Stewart a screen. They need this. Gets the front of the rim and out.
Defense backing off there, knowing the mid-ranger is a low percentage level.
Perdue the screen. Here's Jordan, and it's Chicago scoring again.
And, you know, I like Jordan's shot selection here. Has a great understanding for when to fire.
Adams, the pass to Stewart. Here's Grant. Chicago grabs the miss. Jordan looking it over. Perdue with the screen on Adams. Misses, and he wants that one back. And a close game. So far through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's the Bulls as they end the second quarter on a 15-4 run. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
They've leaned on him throughout the first half.
And he's rewarded that trust they have in him, putting up an impressive total.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. From the high post, here's Cartwright, and it's denied.
That's how you stop the easy shot, by playing assertive but clean defense.
Wingate passes to Adams. Washington needs to get a shot off here. No good from Wingate. The Bulls leading by 4. Pass to Pippen. To the inside. Grant, and it's blocked.
Terrific job by him to get ideal positioning on defense there. What a block.
Grant kicks to Adams. King left side. Lets a floater go. That shot missing. Some solid defense from Grant. Jordan's shot is off. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Washington trails by 4. Adams outside. Pass to Wingate. Grant outside. Inside. And that one's good, Ellison. Ellison's got the first points of the third quarter up on the board for Washington. Paxson passes to Carter. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Good ball movement here by the Bulls.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
With the fadeaway. The Bulls with another miss. And the call will be against Scottie Pippen. And that'll be his third foul so far. And Washington making a change. And with the summer games coming up, Clark, NBA players will be eligible to represent their countries for the first time. What a great change that's going to be.
Extremely exciting because we know the rest of the world has basically been playing with pro players against college players from the U.S. So now, with that rule being changed, it really opens up the USA to have a stacked and loaded team with all of that NBA talent. A few guys still have a sour taste in their mouth after the 88 games as well. So 92, a special year for USA basketball.
Washington shooting their first free throws of the night. And he makes the first.
Hey, we understand that free throw shooting is not the strength of Harvey Grant's game, but I tell you what, you got to admire the fact he's been working on it.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Will Purdue's checked in for Cartwright. King comes in for Grant, and B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Paxson.
You know, I think that was a message-sending foul there. They're not going to allow any easy buckets at the rim.
Yeah, as a coach, I like that one. Make them earn it at the line.
Stewart's checked in for Grant. And that one falls, and that puts him up by 1 point.
He'd like to get better from here, especially with the amount of times that King gets to the line.
Here's Jordan. Hits the difficult fadeaway jumper. Jordan's got 11.
Room to fire from mid-range, and he's more than capable of knocking that there.
And Wingate gets it to go.
Assertive move. You can tell this game's heating up.
The Bulls shooting reasonably well, 45%. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Pass to Purdue, and slam dunk by Purdue.
That's on the D there. You can't let Purdue get this type of inside position.
For Washington, they've gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Stewart is screen. To the left wing. Here's King. And it's Jordan with the rebound. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. They lead by 1.
And the defense wasn't horrible, but still, he's got to come through there. There wasn't enough resistance to prevent him from scoring that one.
6 lead changes, Mike, in a game that has a lot of character.
Yeah, both sides stepping up and making big plays.
It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Washington out in front. They lead by a bucket. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the 4th. Lots of room. Yep, right through the net. Eccles has got the 4th quarter started here with a bucket for Washington. Here's Pippen. Grant finds Jordan. Back to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Look out. Grant attacking the rim like there's nothing the defense can do about it.
Washington shooting at 52% for the field. They're clicking. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. And he gets it to go. Pippen's got it all tied up now for the Bulls.
What a sequence right there for this team.
Good defense, instantly turning into offense.
Pass to Eccles. Here's King, defended by Pippen. Shot clock at 6. Grant rips down the rebound. And Chicago shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Williams is checked in for Will Purdue.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
They've held a 12-point lead earlier. And so the timeout by Wes Unseld here. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. The latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Wes Unseld said to his team. He told them this is what it's all about, proving we're the better team in the tough situation. But you got to want it. Coach told his guys they have what it takes to win here. Guys, back to you.
Okay, David, much appreciated. 4 on the clock. Oh, my goodness.
With authority, Grant rises up over the defense to hammer down the alley-oop.
Outside Jordan. 17-foot shot away, and it misses. For Washington, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the 4th quarter start. And he gets it to go.
It's easy to jack up 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work.
So Phil Jackson's decided to take a timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Bulls making a switch here. King's checked in. Jacks up a 3. He drills the 3.
B.J. Armstrong, no stranger to having to take and make big shots like these.
1:39 left in the 4th quarter. Pippen against King. 6 to shoot. Great D. That forced that miss.
Great defense. Forcing the tough shot. Getting a hand up on him is a must.
The shot is good.
It is a given. Jordan loves delivering in these big moments. When it's an important possession, he wants the ball and the shot.
Well, I'll tell you this. In a close game, you love having a guy like him at the point.
Washington trailing. 4th Quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far.
Simply as calm as you can be in that situation.
He's got that mentality. Doesn't shy away from big moments.
And so Jordan will bring it up for the Chicago Bulls. Battling inside. Jordan gets what he wants.
Well, Jordan has been fantastic.
And so the timeout by Wes Unseld here. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. There's 48 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now Adams. They get a hand on it, and stolen by Jordan. The finish! Oh, wow! Michael Jordan taking flight!
Boy, you just got to love his competitive spirit. Jordan never gives up on the game, always competing. You know, every second is crucial at this point. They need a quick bucket for sure.
Then they can try for a steal on the inbounds, but if they don't get it, foul immediately. Look at King just going off. Put his back against the wall, and he plays twice as hard.
Second team foul. Shooting for Chicago.
It's the first, that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
And the Bullets call timeout here. 23 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
Hey, the strategy is simple. Get a quick score and foul right away.
That's got to be their mindset, and they'll have to execute perfectly here.
Bill Cartwright, he's checked in for the Bulls. 2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock.
Hey, who's watching though?
Not that time. It won't go. They're going to prolong the game here with an intentional foul.
Hey, that's the right play. It's the smart play. You got to stop the clock.
Hoping for a missed free throw or two. Every point is crucial here.
At the line for 2.
And so he drops them both. It's a 6-point ball game.
And that's how you slam the door shut on a team. Steps up to the line and puts the game away.
Washington calls timeout. There's 14 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What do you think we're going to see coming out of this timeout?
Look, the game's not quite done yet, but they need points right away.
Can't make one mistake here. Have to act fast.
And he commits the intentional foul.
Well, I think the foul was his only option to stop the clock. However, this is not a guy that you want at the line.
Yeah, he did what he had to do. You can't just hope the ball gets past to a weaker shooter.
So he gets them both, and it's an 8-point game. Washington calls timeout. There's 10 seconds left. To play here in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
And even though this game is likely out of reach, a lot of coaches want to practice their strategies in these situations.
That's right. Try to extend the game. Ring out wins, or at least lessons.
Count it!
Michael Adams.
And so it's Chicago winning this one. And so, Clark, they just managed to squeak out a win on the road.
You know, Kevin, this was a hard-fought game. We can't deny that. But they should be proud of how well they played under the circumstances.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. And so for Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan alongside our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for watching. See you next time.